Hey guys, I just wanted to make a pretty quick video. I realized I haven't made one, to follow up on my appointment last week on the 17th of April with my electrophysiologist off the mountain, like the one I have to go 2 hours to visit. It was a very productive appointment, I think. It definitely, it kind of took a turn that I sort of in a way foreseen, or felt that would probably happen after I was placed with Dr. Lee and everything. But before I could step further into that, I obviously had to talk to Dr. Rubery, and so Tuesday I think was a relief for him at the same time as it was sort of a relief for me in a way, and I did walk away actually with understanding about things, from the direction in which he was coming from, and it's very down to earth appointment, to be honest. I mean, you could tell he was having a very long day, and so the fact that he was crazy busy by the time my appointment was at 1 o'clock, and he was still 2 hours behind when he saw me at 1 o'clock. And the first one after his lunch break, so, but even with that, he still spent, 45 minutes in the room with me, so I cannot complain. He's definitely a good physician and willing to actually talk to you, so, basically what we decided was he's going to kind of step back, which I had a feeling was going to happen. Up until now, he has been the closest electrophysiologist to where I live. And I mean, like, the closest radius-wise to town. And it's still 2 hours away. So, for him to do a lot of the treatments and stuff has been really hard. Especially with medications and how I have reacted to said medications. I do not have a good track record, to say the least, which makes it very stressful because I do have these really strange reactions. And so when Dr. Lee came to town here, I think why I automatically got assigned to him was because he was an EP, and everyone in that office knows what's going on, because they've kind of split up the patients between the now existing doctors. And I ended up with the EP, and that in a way is a fabulous thing, because there's someone here now who understands what's going on with me and is willing to try things and willing to monitor it closely, and knows that I do not have the best track record when it comes to medicines. After looking at my file, which is like 5 inches thick at their office. But after Dr. Rubery heard that there was an EP in town, he was just like, and what's he doing? So I kind of had to explain, the fact that he's giving me medicines, but I haven't really taken them. And he just laughed at me. He goes, I can see why you're afraid to take them. He goes, I'd be terrified to take them with your track record. He goes, and then after being told that by the doctor, because I told him how, he said, only an idiot essentially would give me a beta blocker and then does it. I'm really going to hope that's my phone. I don't know what that was. Anyway, but, Dr. Ruby told me, he was like, I would have to say that I, have thought the same thing, that only an idiot would give you a beta blocker. But I never said it to you, and then I didn't give you a beta blocker. So, it made me feel a little better about the situation. Knowing that someone was indeed, thinking along the same lines at one point. But he was very happy that they was trying medicines. We did talk about the pacemaker and why he's against it, which I will actually make a video about, because it's something that I'm really going to have to look for. But essentially is, or think about really hard and talk to Dr. Lee about. But essentially he said he's afraid it's going to make it worse. And when he explained his thinking behind everything going on with me, it made perfect sense. But I will explain that in another video, or you can message me or whatever too if you want to know that way. I'm not sure when I'll get around to making that video. So right now, Dr. Ruby has stepped back. I do not have a follow-up appointment with him, but he is still on my case. He is still going to be kept up to date with what's going on. He's still going to keep in contact with my physicians here and the physicians I work with still down there. He is going to offer any advice he sees fit or is requested by anybody treating me. What else is he gonna say? Anytime I need him, all I gotta do is call him. The nurses know that if I call and say I need an appointment, to make me an appointment, they can fit me in, and within the next couple weeks, depending on how, urgent the visit would need to be. But otherwise, he doesn't have a fit in. He said that if Dr. Lee left town, that he would gladly be the head cardiologist again. But he thought it was time to let someone a little closer, someone new, to try things, and I completely agree. I do need treatment for it, but it is really hard for him to treat me 2 hours away, and with as poorly as I react to medicines. So I did tell him I'd start taking the beta blocker a little more often, to see how I deal with that. So yeah, that was that trip. Not too exciting. Did not find a Krispy Kreme donut in time before I had to leave, which was really sad. For those who don't realize or don't know, Boone doesn't have a donut shop. We have the Walmart donuts. That's about all we have. So, I was really hoping for some Dunkin' Donuts or something, but I didn't have time. Since I got back, I've been pretty sick, especially with GI stuff. Gotta love my liver hating life. It's progressively getting worse, and I definitely know that. It's not to a point where I would feel deemed to go to an ER about it, because they're not really going to do too much. But as long as I can kind of stay hydrated, I think that's just the battle right now. I tried a new thing the other day just to keep eating, even though I would get sick, and that lasted about a day before I said forget that. It wasn't worth it. And, yeah, that was fun. Today I realized that when my heart rate started getting high, it definitely hurt my side a lot more. I don't know exactly why, but it was not worth like standing or moving at that point, or anything that made my heart rate high. So I was pretty much like, I want to be unconscious, which I've been sleeping about 20 hours a day, so maybe I should not wish to be unconscious. I don't need to be unconscious. I need to be awake, because that's too much sleeping. But it all gets better. I have an appointment in 4 weeks. And I have an appointment with GI. No, the GI is in 4 weeks. I have an appointment with a cardiologist in 2 weeks. And I might call him sooner. So, we'll see. We'll see. Because if these heart rates still go up, my sides hurt, and it's not going to work out for me too well. And I did take the beta blocker today because my heart rates were in the 120s and I wasn't doing anything but laying. So it was about an hour and a half of misery for me. And my heart rate's been like the 50s since. So, hello, beta blocker. Nice to see ya. Can't say it didn't work, but yeah, hopefully in the next couple days I'll be able to get out and do more stuff, but that's about all I have for now. I hope everyone is doing well. I think I've rambled. I think I got confused. I'm pretty sure I got confused with what I was saying at some points. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well, and I will talk to y'all later.